Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Best Card Breaks. This is Nick, and we are live with some new release 2022 Topps Allen and Ginter Chrome. Our first case, pick your team style. How we doing, everyone? Let me know who's hanging out. Say hello in the chat if you're joining us. Ready to get back to ripping for you guys. I've been gone out in Arizona for the Topps Industry Conference. We'll chat a little bit about that. During the break, I'll answer some questions you guys might have. It was really fun. Got to meet, let's see, who did we meet? Joey Votto and Corbin Carroll. And then I stayed for the Bowman Transcendent party and got to meet Kumar Rocker, George Valera, and Drew Jones. So, fun time out there hanging with friends in the industry, doing some really cool stuff, and hearing a lot about some plans that Topps has this coming year. So let's get into some Allen and Ginter Chrome. What's up, Parker? So this one is it's always fun. It's a nice cheaper product. It's more of a value rip, and you're chasing color, right? So color is the name of the game here. I had somebody tell me they had 7 color in their box. 7. Oh, I gotta clean my wall. I guess got some dirt back there. And then 1 auto as well. 1 auto per case as well. So, am I skipping around? I just looked at my Facebook feed and it looked like I'm like jumping all over the place. If anyone's having any issues, let me know with the stream. But it looks good on Restream, but Facebook like skipped a beat. So. Some Reds autos, yeah. I mean, and you get Hunter Green, right? So, $35 chasing some Hunter Green. So there's a 300 card set. So you got 300 base cards, 300 minis. Yeah, if you're having trouble on Facebook, go over to YouTube, my friends. Go over to YouTube. Yes, a couple of people are saying it's jumpy. Let me know if YouTube is having the same issues. Is YouTube jumpy at all? It's weird because everything looks great on my restream. I'm not dropping frames. I'm not having any connection issues or anything like that. So hopefully it's just a Facebook glitch right now. But check out YouTube if you're having issues on Facebook. I always recommend watching on YouTube anyway. And subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that like button over on YouTube. So 300 card set and a 300 card mini set. We got some non-baseball celebrities and cool inserts and things like that, including the new pot of gold. So we should see 5, 6, 7 numbered cards right off the bat. We're going to get our first. That's going to be Rod Carew to 99 on the green. And there's a few refractors like that Hank Aaron. That's pretty cool for the Braves. A few refractors in every box as well, along with all the minis. Allen. That's a Luis Roberts out of 99. This is a new one this year. New green mini for our White Sox. Oh, wow. So box number 1's going to deliver the auto, and it is Alek Thomas. Alek Thomas for the Diamondbacks. Steven Dishman. There you go. Steven Dishman, Alek Thomas base autograph. I'm curious to see how many cases have more than one. I haven't watched any yet. I haven't watched any case breaks or anything like that. So, curious to see if some cases do wind up with more than one auto, because they did add gold autos. So there's gold out of 99 this year. Gold out of 50. It was base and then orange and better. And now you have gold as well. So there should be more autos in general out there. Schuster. Oh, that's cool. This is the variation. That's really nice. That's like completely silver. That is sweet. It's a good one to get to with the Pena there. Got Stroman. This is the new magenta parallel out of 199 over to our Cubbies. There you go. There you go, Aaron. Joe Mauer on the refractor for you. There's an Abrams. Oh, this is gonna get me. This is gonna get me every time. That's not the right Rodriguez. Gonna get me every time. And there's the Arias variation, and we got a blue Brandon Crawford out of 150 for our Giants. Nice Otani mini. And that'll close out box 1. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 numbered cards in this box. So that's probably like a lighter box. Plus our auto. Plus the auto. So we'll sleeve up all the refractors, some of the better minis. You know, a lot of the top rookies. A lot of sleeving will happen after the break. So let's do this blue, green, and this nice Pena mini. All right, and we hit our auto already. So let's hope we can get another one. Hope we get another one here. Should have asked Valera with your Heritage Auto Redemption. Well, the thing is, too, he broke his hand, right? He broke his hand the other day or something, or pulled muscles. I don't know what he did. So we actually didn't get his autograph. They each signed a Bowman Transcendent card. So the Drew Jones is like worth a fortune right now because it's his only Topps on-card. Well, it's his only Topps auto period. And it's sweet. His signature looks really nice. So hopefully he signs all of his Bowman cards like that. But so I guess they had him sign them that day. Well, Valera's hand is busted, so he couldn't sign. So they're actually mailing us his auto. So yeah, he hurt his hand. So, but yeah, those guys are really cool. So they did. So the Bowman Transcendent Party. Was the one where you have to get the ticket out of the Bowman Transcendent case. So there wasn't even 100 people there because there's only 100 tickets, but obviously not all of them, you know, get opened and stuff. So not all of them end up getting used. We did is that a can of corn? It is. Can of corn. We got Alex Verdugo out of 199 there for the Red Sox. There's the Jeremy Pena mini. That's the regular mini. Mookie refractor. So we did Q&A with them, which is pretty cool. Just asking questions about, you know, whatever, really. That is Jared Hart out of 150 for our non-baseball spot. There's Alec Thomas variation. You know, they were answering questions about the game. That's Joe West. Look at that. Joe West to 199 over to the non-baseball spot. And how about an orange out of 25? Mad Max. Brad. Nice hit. Or sorry, that's Mitch. Wait, Brad Newton doesn't have the Mets here? Oh, he got him in I'm sorry, he got him in he got him in the next break. Stephen Kwan variation. So they answered a bunch of questions. This is really neat. Kumar Rocker, by the way, is a big dude. He's a big dude. That guy is tall, out of 99. I would not mess with that guy. Kumar Rocker. He's a really cool guy too. Really cool guys. So they were all really good, really nice, fun to chat with. Let's get some O'Neal. Sorry, let's get some O'Neal. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Facebook, guys. I recommend switching over to YouTube. Everyone says YouTube is doing fine. So if you're having, it looks like it's skipping a lot, and I don't know why, because my stream looks fine. The stream to YouTube looks fine. So Facebook's getting behind of where we are. So yeah, technically it's this year's draft, 2023. But yeah, so let's talk a little bit about the industry the industry conference. Topps Industry Conference. So basically what happens, Facebook is so far behind. Holy cow. If you're on Facebook right now, you're like a solid minute and a half behind. So I just pop over to YouTube. So basically it's a 2-day event, and so 2.5 days. So the first night we had a welcome reception. And the cool thing, it was all at Chase Field where the Diamondbacks play. 100% at Chase Field. So the welcome reception was in the concourse, and then the actual conference was in the stands down. So they stood on top of the dugout and talked, and we were sitting in the stands. So it was really cool. just being in a baseball stadium, having this conference, just really, really good stuff. Really good stuff by Topps. So we had the welcome reception. We got to meet Corbin Carroll. That dude is so friendly. He was talking to everybody. Max Muncy from the Athletics was hanging out. So the Athletics prospect. So he came out and hung out with everyone and just chatted and stuff. He's a collector. He's been buying up his own cards too. So we had the welcome reception. And then the first day, Eddie Murray to 199. The first day was basically some partners out of 99. Davey Cuts out of 99 for the non-baseball spot. So like F1 did it, or not F1 this year. So the Overtime Elite did a presentation. Athletes Unlimited did a presentation. MLS Soccer, Bundesliga Soccer, stuff like that. So it's kind of like the partners that Topps, partners with, did presentations. Wow. Greg Maddux with the Cubs. Shane Baz on the variation. And then day 2 was Topps stuff. So Topps did presentations on product, on marketing, things like that. Out of 150, Chris Sale. Jose Barrios on the refractor. So they talked about, there's our first J-Rod base for the Mariners. Kelenic out of 199. Variation, Jaron Duran. Oh, our first gold is coming up as well. Nice Mike Trout mini. Josiah Gray. And it's going to be Royce. Wow. Aaron, nice hits. Royce Lewis to 50. I'll take that. I like it. Yeah, I was going to say, he came out of retirement too. There you go. There you go. Couple of nice ones for you. You're looking for the Mauer. Come for the Mauer. Stay for the Royce. Stay for the Royce. So, product stuff. All right. So this is the meat and potatoes. Of course, the big news coming out that everyone either loves or hates. There is no in between with this news. Is the Tom Brady autos coming to Bowman Draft? Let me start out by saying I'm a huge fan. I am loving it. Huge fan. Boom. Like, that's it. That's my take. You want my take? I love it. Give me more of this stuff. There's people out there that hate it because they think it's a money grab. False. They think Bowman should be left, or like Bowman Draft should focus only on the draft picks. Okay, that's reasonable. That's a reasonable complaint. First of all, I don't think it's a money grab. There's people out there like money grab, gimmicky. It gives them an excuse to raise the price. Well, first of all, they've already raised the price, all right? What Topps is doing with pricing now is more of a market-based pricing. So, in 2021, Bowman Draft, cost, allocated price. If you got some allocated from a distributor, was somewhere in the ballpark of $180 a box, I think. This year, or it might have even been a little cheaper. This year, I believe, was $280, I think. So they had already increased the price based on the market. Now, with or without Brady autos, I'm expecting another increase next year because look at what happened to the market this year. It started out around $400 a box. It's well over $500 now, and that's the market price. Topps has nothing to do with that. Absolutely nothing. You know what they have to do with it? They made a fantastic product that the market is buying. The market loves. The demand is there. The price goes up. All right? It's all economics, my friends. It's all economics when it comes to the market pricing, or how the market prices these things. So, number one, even if there were no Brady autos, I'm expecting to pay more for Bowman Draft this coming year. 2023 Bowman Draft. I think we're already going to be paying more money. German Marquez out of 99. And therefore, there's our first WIT base. The starting market price is going to be higher naturally because, Topps is charging more. Which, again, it's going to happen. It's going to get there eventually because, 23 draft is also supposed to be loaded. There's a lot of really good prospects coming up this year. Joe West out of 50 on the mini for our non-baseball spot. There you go. So we're already going to be paying more, as a seller, right? As a retailer or breaker, we're going to be paying more money. Now, will the Tom Brady autos increase the market price of these boxes that what you guys are willing to pay? I don't know yet. I would imagine it kind of starts off probably in the $500 ballpark. That'll be like the starting price for this product. I think they're going to be very hard to hit. I don't think there's going to be many of them at all. So it's going to be a big chase. It's going to be a very big chase for that card. So, and they're just not going to put a ton of them in there. So that's really my take on the whole, people complaining that it's just another excuse for them to raise the price, right? Out of 99 on the Thurman Munson there. Ching out of 199 for the non-baseball spots. So that's really the big news. There's a Wander variation. That's really kind of the biggest news to come out of the event is those on, and it will be an expo. Therefore, it's going to be to the Nationals. So, and I'm not necessarily expecting to charge like $300 for the Nationals. Like I said, it's going to be very hard to hit. There's not going to be a lot of Tom Brady autos. I mean, I'm anticipating under 50 copies of that card. So when supply increases at the same rate as demand, prices should stay the same. They produce a ton more. I don't think they produced as much more as much as you think. I don't think they're producing they're very aware of they're not. First of all, they talked about this too. Not even close to the junk wax era, guys. Don't ever think that we are there, right? These products like this are meant to be cheap. Products like Series 1 flagship are meant to be produced big time. And that comes to the retail, right? They loaded up jumbo boxes. They gave breakers an amazing product. They gave you guys an amazing product with those jumbo boxes. They made that a nice higher end version of Series 1. The retail boxes, you should just pull base cards. Just pull base cards, a chance to hit some color, a very small chance to hit some autos. You shouldn't be pulling a ton of color out of those boxes. That's my take on it. And so that's what they did. They flipped it. They took color from retail and hobby boxes that are cheap and put them in jumbos and made jumbo a much better product. And they made it like a higher price thing. Now, do I think there's more Series 1 printed? Yes. Where is it printed? Retail. They have the new retail mega boxes. They have the super box, whatever they're calling it, that dropped on Walmart, right? So I don't know that, but the thing is, are they increasing the print run? Yes. I still don't think it's enough to meet demand. So, I mean, look at 22 Bowman Draft. Yeah, there's probably more 22 Bowman Draft than there was in 2021. I don't think it's that much more, but you can already tell when there's more auto subjects than the prior year, then naturally the print run is higher. When they add parallels, they added a couple of parallels, so there's more color, but you get similar amounts of color per box. So it's all cool. Bradley Beal to 199. It's all supply and demand that determines the market pricing. Breaker demand. How much product are breakers buying because our customers, our members, our communities are buying into these breaks? The demand for me buying product comes from you guys. You guys are the ones that fill the breaks. I just put them up. So it's not me. It's not the breakers that are creating the demand. It's all the you guys, the collectors, that are buying into the breakers breaks. So anyway, back to the industry summit, the vending boxes again. I don't know. I have no idea. I think I know what you're talking about, but I'm not really sure. They didn't really say anything about that. CJ Abrams on the variation there. So that was the biggest thing. That's a nice Seiya Suzuki refractor. Pena base card, first one of those. Like I said, we're getting all these hits now. I can't talk. Hunter Green out of 50 on the mini. Nice one, Nolan. That was the biggest news. The Brian Reynolds out of 99. The Tom Brady auto. They're also doing this thing called Frozen Fractors. Parker, why don't you send him a message? Do you have a number? Why don't you talk to him on your phone instead of YouTube, Parker? Dude, just call him or send him a message. So Frozen Fractures, kind of a neat idea. Like, it's really just another parallel. So basically they were like, you know, the 101 is really special. The 101 Super Fractor is special. And you really can't make more. I mean, and they were like, you can, but that kind of defeats the purpose. So what can we do to kind of make another really nice, cool chase? And so they were like, let's go below the 1 of 1. Let's go below the 1 of 1. So they're doing these Frozen Fractors that are going to be -5 out of 0, -4 out of 0, -3 out of 0, and so on, all the way up to 0 out of 0. Now, I don't know how deep they're going to go. Are they going to have all the way to -25, all the way to -50? I don't think so. But they said that it's going to be a special Topps Chrome release that they haven't said anything about yet. So I think it's going to be similar to, like, you know, Logo Fractors, right? The Logo Fractor box. I think there's not going to be Logo Fractors, and there's going to be a Frozen Fractor box instead. So I think something like that, right? So that was another big one. And then the third major item was the Retro Fractors is what they're calling them. Retro Fractors. They're going to be making first Bowman. Yeah, I'll talk about that in a minute, Aaron. They're going to be making first Bowman of some legends. So like Babe Ruth, for example, was the one that they showed off. So guys that never had a first Bowman card, like the legends of the game. Now, I don't know if it's going to be guys that didn't have a Bowman card, because like Hank Aaron has a Bowman. Jackie Robinson has a Bowman. As far as I know, Babe Ruth did not have a Bowman card. So I don't know how exactly they're going to do it, but they said the legends of the game, they said they're going to be very short printed. They're going to be very short printed. I think there's going to be different like parallels and stuff, but they're going to be pretty difficult to get. And they said this is going to be the only time that they ever do it. Only time. So you're not going to see this happen again, which is great. Make it a cool one-year thing, one-time thing, really neat collection set, really neat chase, and then boom, that's it. You know, you can't make another first Bowman Babe Ruth anyway, right? Bryson Stott on the refractor. So those were like the three major items, and then as Aaron over on YouTube alluded to, Rhino Refractor, they're stopping. They're calling them giving them a break. Basically, we got Byron Buxton to 99, orange out of 25 on the Clemens for the Yankees. So some products are going to sleep. They're gold label. So gold label for 2023, by the way. We have gold label 2022 still to come out here in a few weeks, but 2023 gold label. Let's see. They're opening day. They're stopping the first edition stuff for Bowman and Topps flagship. They're stopping all the light products like Bowman Chrome Light, Bowman Draft Light, Topps Chrome Light. Well, they turned Topps Chrome Light into Topps Chrome Sonic this year. So they're ending the light SKUs. Clearly Authentic is going away. What else? There's a few others. There's a handful. Gypsy Queen is another one that they didn't have on their initial list. We got Joe Ryan on the variation. They didn't have on their initial list, but then they said in one of the meetings that Gypsy Queen is done. Out of 199, Trevor Story. So there's a handful of products going away, and they're not bringing any old products back. So they're not making any new products this year, is what they said. So Brandon Marsh variation. And Morgan out of 199 for the Reds. Joe Morgan. So that's kind of cool, because now this in 2023 there should be less products. There'll be less because they're taking all of them away and they're not making any new ones, is what they had said. So that's kind of I like that. I'm okay with less products, especially the ones that they're getting rid of. Right? They're putting away. So. Think 22 will hold better value than previous years. I agree with that, simply because of J-Rod. Like, I don't know if you guys have been so speaking of too, we need to pick it up on this case. Like, I'm busy talking and we got 2 cards on the showcase. Where's all the good color here? like, I don't know if you guys have been following the J-Rod market. Like, his stuff is just going up. It's kept going up and up and up and up. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. GQ needs a chrome. Oh yeah, no. GQ's done. They're not doing a GQ chrome. They put GQ chrome in the boxes. It's like a subset of the set. They have like 100 card chrome set, and they put them in the packs this year instead of that separate 3-card chrome pack. What's up, Barn Brugge? You're sad about Gold Label? Yeah, Gold Label's kind of cool, and it's, you know, it's like always been around, right? You know, it's kind of a thing, but so I think Pristine is gonna stick around. I think we're gonna get Pristine again. So, but that was really it. I mean, other than that, you know, they kind of just talked about some marketing things they're gonna do, and they're completely revamping Big League Baseball. So that's another cool one. They're completely overhauling it. They're going to have follow-back cards. So if you pull a card that will, like of Aaron Judge, he will go follow you on social media. So that's pretty cool. So I think there's going to be a code you redeem, and you give him your handle. Little Jim Tomey out of 150 for the Phillies. And he'll follow you on Instagram. So that's kind of neat. Those will be big cards. Woo! Cubs! Let's go! Let's go, Cubs. We got Teague Druckery. Nice Suzuki to 50. I still haven't seen one of these Chase the Rainbow. I wonder if they're short printed. We got Dick Allen for the White Sox. The old White Sox with the red jersey. There's O'Neal Cruz on the base. Otani Mini. Ichiro Refractor. Anything new for F1? They didn't talk about F1. I think, okay, so actually they did in the meeting. Landon Donovan to 25 on the orange over to our non-baseball spot for Luis Serrano. The style design borders. Are you talking about 2022 like this? Like Allen and Ginter specifically, or just 22 products in general? Yeah, like the designs and stuff. And I like Series 1. I like 23 Series 1. And then Bowman looks amazing. I love the Bowman design this year for 2023. Joe West Refractor. Oh, so F1. Yeah, these are the new stand-up displays. Yeah, the stand-up displays I had done. So F1, they said basically they're waiting on stuff from F1. Nice Suzuki variation. And then we have Todd Helton for the Rockies to 199. So like they are going to expand the F1 portfolio and the F1 products, but they're waiting on stuff from F1, I guess. So it's something that's not really in their control, but they're planning on the same releases for 2023. They are doing Soccer Dynasty. They're doing a UEFA Soccer Dynasty. That'll be pretty big. Like the style each one came out with. Bowman looks great. Yeah. I'm a huge fan of the Bowman design. Huge fan. Yeah, that's pretty much it from the conference. It was fun. It was good meeting people, making connections. You know, hanging out with a lot of friends in the industry. So. Yeah, if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask. I think I hit on all the main stuff. So I can talk a little bit more about Big League. So they're revamping it, adding the follow back cards. They said they're doing. Basically, they wanted to make Big League a better, and which they have. It's still going to have autos. They're going to have like short prints of the mascots. They're called like in their own habitat. So like, you know, the bird in the jungle, or the tiger in the jungle, and the lion in the plains and stuff like that. So they're gonna have the team mascots in their own habitat. Those are gonna be short prints. They're gonna have the follow back cards, and then for the base set, they want to bring collecting back. They want to bring like base set collecting back with Big League, and so they want to make it kind of a collector thing, and they're gonna do some rarity stuff. And they mentioned like similar to Pokemon, so they're gonna have some base cards that'll be. Oh, there's no +1. You gotta buy a ticket, but they're going to have some base cards that are epic and legendary and rarity. We've got Jeremiah Paparaki. This does go to the Cubs, by the way. This is one of the few that goes to a team. That's out of 99. And so they're out of 199 on the Wainwrights and Clemens on the Refractor. So they'll have some base cards that are really difficult to pull. And their thing is they still want it to be a product for kids. Nice Bryson Stott variation. Hunter Green mini. They still want it to be a product for kids and but have it to where there's some value there. Like the kid can show off the really rare base set card. Nice Torque on the mini variation. There's a Wander base and Machado out of 150 for the Padres. So that's kind of another change from the product, but there's a lot of overhaul with Big League that they're just trying to make it better in general. It's a 99 on the Pete Green. We got 4 boxes left in this case. 4 boxes left. F1 Gilded. Oh yeah, I don't think so. I mentioned that too when they were talking about products, and I said Gilded Collection guys. I said you hit a home run because we got to do a Q&A with the product development team, like 8 different guys that design the products. And I was like, I was like, hey, Gilded. I said, knocked it out of the park. I said, do it again. And the guy that made it said, I hope we do. So I don't think it's set yet that they're going to, but he wants to do it again. So that's good. That's good. So I don't think that I kind of hope they don't expand Gilded Collection as bad as that sounds, right? I think Gilded Collection, keep it just. But the thing is, I think they'd have to do something else because I don't think you can do they'd have to do something else with the framed cards because I don't think you can just do another framed Hall of Fame set. Because you just can't. You're just going to saturate the market with all these frame Hall of Fame autos. So I don't know that they do that because the set can be different, right? You obviously have a different Mike Trout card, your new rookie class, stuff like that. So you can change up the set similar to how Topps Chrome does every year and the autos for that. But I think they'd have to do something different to keep it new and fresh for those framed autos. So maybe they could do big name vets this year, like just really good vets would be something different to do. So sky's the limit there, but no, Alec is not numbered. It is not. It's just the base auto version. I always see these. I think we have a red, an actual red this time. I always see, sometimes the magentas look red with the lighting, but I think this is an actual red we're about to hit here. Numbered out of 5 coming up. Yeah, I mean there's, and the other thing that they were talking about in the product development, or the Q&A with the product development team was like, they're fully aware they get the baseball and the basketball and football license come 2025. So we got 2 more years, and then we get licensed Topps baseball and basketball, or basketball and football. Red, it's going to be a jumbo card. Let's see who we got. Is that a Ray? Oh, it's Josh Lowe. Every time you want the Wander, you get Lowe'd. It's Brandon. Not even the right Lowe. Brandon Lowe, 1 out of 5. Over to our Rays. Going over to Chris Carter. Nice hit, Chris. And then we have my man, Ryan Sandberg, numbered out of 50 for the Cubbies. So they were asking the crowd, they're like, what products do you want to see prioritized? Rhino's getting a stand, guys. Rhino is getting a stand. When we get the licenses, what do you want to see? And it's a pretty consensus. Topps Chrome, Topps Finest, Triple Threads, and Dynasty. Like they want that was like the big consensus. Topps Chrome basketball and football was a staple. Topps Finest basketball and football was a staple. So top 50 all-time autos. Well, I don't think you can go that deep because you can't, you got to have some lower level ones. Nice cruise variation. You can't just have all Mike Trouts, right? And Acuñas and things like that. So you got to have, there's a torque base. You got to have like, I don't know, let's find a good one here. Like a decent, Big Papi could be in. Luzardo out of 150 there for the Marlins. On Carew refractor. I mean, DJ LeMahieu. Like, that wouldn't be the worst, right? Decent vet. He's had a pretty big career. Timmy, and this will be another one, like a Tim Anderson framed auto, right? Out of 50 for the White Sox, stuff like that. You got to have some, ooh, nice for the Nats here. You got to have some lower level named veterans that are still really good, right? You can't just put Mike Trout, Ohtani, Acuna, Freddie Freeman. You can't just load it up with all that, so. Yeah, so it was fun. Good trip, really good trip. It was cold out there. Man, I feel bad for the Phoenix. What do you call them? Like Phoenicians, the Phoenix dwellers. Is like the every morning was like upper 30s, low 40s, and it only got up to like 60. And then one day it was sunny, which was great. That was beautiful. It was like 62 and sunny. It felt like it was a lot. Oh, I didn't finish. We got Nick Allen to 99 on the mini for the Athletics. So it felt like it was like 75 degrees, right? Nice Acuna on the refractor there. That'll close out box 9. 9 down, 3 to go. But it was cold. It was cold. And the Bowman Transcendent party, it rained. It was at the spring training site of the Brewers, and it was supposed to be outside. It was supposed to be outdoors. And they had to move it indoor last minute because it was pouring. So it was kind of not as, it was a little cramped. Like they kind of got thrown a curveball, no pun intended. So we've been sub 40 since like October. Are you in Arizona? Are you in Phoenix? Yeah, I mean we've had some really nice days in Indiana. It was like 70 degrees while I was gone, I heard. So it's been a warm winter. It snowed today. Oh, it snowed, Doug. Really? Wait, did it snow? Cause we were outside. We were at the Biltmore, and we sat outside in the rain. Well, we were under the canopy for at the outdoor bar, but it was really cold. It was cold and rainy. No tears shed there. Oh, the mountains around. Gotcha. Okay. Wow. That's probably like once every 3 years you get a little snow. Dude, so when we went to the Diamondbacks team. So here's something cool. I went to a couple spring training games while we were out there. The first night we went to see the Angels and the White Sox. So I got to see Trout and Ohtani hit. And then yesterday a couple days ago, we went to the Diamondbacks and Giants, D-backs Giants. Kate Brownell out of 150, and I had to leave early to go check into the hotel and get to the event, but we left. The game started at 1:05. And we left at, this is Blake Jameson out of 99 and Al Kaline out of 99. We left at 2:45, a little after 2:45. So it was an hour and 45 minutes, and we were halfway through the 7th inning. So it was a 7th inning stretch. So it was an hour and 40 minutes. That game was on target to finish at like 2 hours and 20 minutes. And I was loving it. Stephen Kwan. I'm a big fan of the pitch clock. I'm just throwing that out there. Out of 199, Johnny Bench, huge fan of the pitch clock. The other stuff, like, I could, either way, shift or no shift, whatever. But the pitch clock, love it. I mean, speeding up the game is going to be so huge for the younger audience. We're definitely into a younger generation of baseball now, and it's kind of to keep this generation engaged in baseball. It's definitely what was needed. We got out of 25 on the Gavin Sheets. We'll throw a little orange rookie action up. Orange rookie to get up on the stand. But I'm a big fan, even watching it in person. There was a couple violations, both from the pitcher. So I didn't see a hitter violation. But it was great. Like, we were sitting there and everything was flying. Like, the first 2 innings got done in under 10 minutes. I kid you not. The fastest 2 innings ever. And then the Angels just started hitting the ball, so it was like 7-0. So the innings lasted longer because they kept getting hits. Or sorry, the Angels. So it snowed in Tucson. Yeah, is that more north? I have no idea where that is in relation to like Phoenix. But we're all over. I hit a couple card shops down there. It was pretty cool. I ripped some boxes, support some card shops. Bought a Bowman Draft Super Jumbo and got crushed. I didn't. it was pretty bad. Bought a Star Wars Chrome Legacy. I'm a big Star Wars fan. I'm watching The Mandalorian tonight, by the way. No spoilers, but... Oh, far south. Wow, it snowed and it was even further south. Should have been there since the early 90s. Well, I'm not really familiar with how fast or slow games were back then, right? In the 90s. I just watched it as a kid and I thought it was cool, so... I wasn't sitting there paying attention to... I was just watching Ryan Sandberg do his thing. And Frank Thomas and Mark McGwire in the McGwire and Sosa battle. I didn't care about the speed of the game. But I feel like if I had to guess, the game's gotten slower. If I had to guess. All right, so here's the cool thing, and I saw this in action a lot, all right? And this is one thing, too. Here's something. This is really cool to tell you guys. So this is one thing, too, that Kumar Rocker talked about. Because the question got brought up to the guys. One of the questions that somebody asked was, like, what do you guys think about the new rules? Like, how are you going to be affected and whatever? And Rocker's answer is, like, I like it, and it's going to allow me to, like, mess with people. Right? Because you can mess with people trying to pick off, you know, with the clock. You can throw a pitch super fast, one pitch, and the next pitch wait till 2 seconds left on the clock. And I saw that happen, right? Because as a runner, when you're on the base, when the clock gets to like 2 seconds, right? When the clock gets to 2 seconds, you can take off because like the pitcher has to start the windup, or they're not going to get the pitch off, and it's an automatic. It's a strike or a ball, an automatic ball. And I think I think it's a dead ball too. I don't know if it's a dead ball or if it's a live ball and they can keep running. We couldn't really figure that out. Verlander out of 199. We got Field Yates to 150 for non-baseball and Austin Riley for the Braves out of 99. So you can work the pitch clock, and that's like, I think that's going to be huge. So what I saw in action was like this pitcher was generally pretty fast. He was starting his windup about 8, 7, 6 seconds left, you know, on average, somewhere in that ballpark. And then one pitch, he was ready to throw at like 10 seconds left, and he just stood there. He just stood there, frozen, until the clock hit 2, and then he started his windup. And it's like, that's so awesome that you can just do, and it'll probably throw off the batter, you know, Melendez on the variation. So things like that, you can work the clock with people trying to steal. Because you can't pitch over, right? Very much. Nice Willie Mays. That's pretty cool for the Giants. Out of 50 there on the mini. Because you can't throw over as much as you want, right? You can throw over twice or step off the mound twice. So you're very limited on your pickoff attempts. I feel like Willie. Oh man. All right, let's put a couple of legends. Willie Mays and the Legend Rhino. He joined the Rhino stand. Rhino's not hanging out with Willie. Willie's hanging out with the Rhino. So there's Bobby Witt Jr. on the base. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that these pitchers can do. Hey, there's the J-Rod variation. We got gold, Matt Vierling for the Phillies out of 50. One box to go, friends. One box is I was hoping for a little. Well, we got some nice golds up here for these rookies, but hoping to have a little better display of our first Allen and Ginter case. We're gonna have more tomorrow. We'll have probably a couple cases tomorrow of Allen and Ginter. I don't have a lot of it. I did not take a lot of it. So do not miss out. Do not miss out on your chance for A&G. Last box, friends. We'll have Ben Baller. And, of course, we'll have more Ben Baller tomorrow and the next day and the next day. Lots of Ben Baller to come. They were gassed after the starts. Oh, I guess that makes... that I could see that. Yeah, you can't... You can't take your time and rest in between. You get less rest. That makes total sense. There was a Twins White Sox game where Pavano and Beerley started, and the game was like an hour and 45. Oh, it was like a super fast game. Yeah, I have a feeling we're gonna see some like especially your low scoring games and your low hits where like you know each team gets like one hit and the game ends 1-0 kind of thing. I bet those games are gonna be around the 2-hour mark. You know, when it's a big pitcher duel, and but they're both pitching fast. You know, there's less time, things like that. Oh, we got our case hit X-Fractor coming. So we started our case with the auto. We're finishing with the X-Fractor. And guys, I didn't see any Chase the Rainbow cards. I need to look up what those look like because I don't think we hit one. And those might be pretty short printed. So that's something to keep an eye out on as well. The new Chase the Rainbow mini insert set. And if I did happen to miss one, we'll catch it during sorting. Shane Baz variation. Pool host mini. O'Neill Cruz on the base. Matt Vierling refractor. This is like the parks inside the park. Green Willie Adames for the Brew Crew out of 99. That's the baseball lexicon. Is this around the horn? Murphy, Sean Murphy out of 199. Low Marcus Semien out of 199. And nice, that's a good one. Babe Ruth on the refractor. Nice hit, Yanks. Guess who's in your group today? He's a lefty. Honestly, no. Hang on. I'm trying to think of who. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know who's like lefty and righty. I don't pay attention that much. Jeremy Pena base. Who was it? Oliva. Royce Lewis on the refractor. Jaron Duran on the mini variation. Nolan Ryan to 150. And our X-Fractor after the Pujols. K-Sit X-Fractor is going to be going to our non-baseball spot. Who is this? John Landsteiner. Griffey? You golf with Griffey today? What? Landsteiner over to the non-baseball spot. Luis Serrano. Wow, that's pretty sweet. Did you get his? Did he sign something for it? That's pretty cool. That's gonna do it, friends. Case number 1 of Allen Ginter is in the books. Again, this is what to expect. It's a parallel chase. You're chasing parallels with only one auto per case. We'll have more tomorrow. Nice fun value rip. Nice fun rip here. You get to chase some cool rookies too. So get these guys topped up. We'll hit our recap. We'll be live with Ben Baller in about 10 minutes from now. 10 minutes with Ben Baller to close out. Just a couple quick ones tonight. I got home. I just wanted to kind of relax a little bit. We'll have a full slate tomorrow. 5 or 6 breaks for you guys. All right, start out with let's do our top base stuff. So these are base refractors. Let's pull out the refractors. Let's sort them out here real quick. Make it a little easy. All right, top base, Pena, Witt, Franco, J-Rod, Pena, Witt, and J-Rod. So about 2 of each. About 2 of each rookie. Our mini variations, Pena, Wander, Torque, or J-Rod, and O'Neill. We actually didn't get any Torque. Oh, actually, we might have got 1 or 2 Torque base in the sleeve pile. Top refractors, and we've got Bryson Stott, Seiya Suzuki, C.J. Abrams, Royce Lewis, and Babe Ruth. Out of 199 magenta parallels, Sean Murphy, Marcus Semien, Justin Verlander, Johnny Bench, Reggie Jackson, Adam Wainwright, Todd Helton, Trevor Story, Joe Morgan, Bradley Beal. This is Ronnie Ching, Eddie Murray, Jared Kelenic, Joe West, Alex Verdugo, and Marcus Stroman. Greens out of 99. There's some minis in here as well. Minis do have the out of 99 this year. Willie Damez, Austin Riley, Drake Jameson, Al Kaline, Nick Allen, Paparaki for the Cubs, Pete Alonso, Dick Allen, Byron Buxton, Brian Reynolds, Thurman Munson, German Marquez, Davey Cutts. I think it's a barber. Interesting. Mitch Haniger, Luis Robert, and Rod Carew. I did these backwards. These are out of 150, so we're going back up Back up in numbering, we got Nolan Ryan, Field Yates, Brownell, Jesus Luzardo, Manny Machado, Jim Thome, Josh Donaldson, Will Smith, Gleyber Torres, Chris Sale, Hart, and Brandon Crawford. Golds out of 50, Matt Vierling, Tim Anderson, Hunter Green Mini, and Joe West Mini. Orange to 25, we've got Landon Donovan, non-baseball, Roger Clemens, Yankees, and Max Scherzer for the Mets. And then our case hit X-Fractor was Landsteiner, John Landsteiner for our non-baseball spot. On to our showcase, couple of legends, Rhino and Willie Mays, minis out of 50. Orange, Gavin Sheets going out to our White Sox. Brandon Lowe, the other Lowe, out of 5 for the Rays. 2 nice rookie golds to 50. Seiya Suzuki and Royce Lewis. And our autograph was Alec Thomas to the Diamondbacks. Case hit on the auto. Nice one going over to Steven Dishman. That'll do it, friends. Tonight's Allen and Ginter case. Come on and hang out for some Ben Baller coming up next. Appreciate you guys hanging out and joining as always. We'll see you soon.